We met through mutual friends who we knew from the Newman Center, and we got to know each other more and more at church, and then we just like grew a great friendship.
We met at this guy named Daniel's house for the first time, and immediately I was just in love with her, even though she was wearing cheetah Vans. And from there I started seeing her more at church, and I just began to quickly fall in love with this woman. I think I would say ever since our first kind of date, when I took her out to a coffee shop, I just remember looking at her and it just felt like no one else was in the room except us. And I was just so focused on her and just so in love. And although we weren't together at the moment, I knew that this was the one I was going to marry.
What I love most about Ant is that he's romantic. It's like not something I ever thought I wanted, because I'm really not a romantic. But he was just swept me off my feet with something I didn't even know I wanted. Ant kind of had a first date my freshman year of college, but our second first date is what we call it. That's when I knew I was going to marry him. I had never felt like, I was like nervous but still very, very excited. It just felt very natural. We already had a friendship, but I was just like staring at him and I was like, I'm going to marry you. And I told all of my family and friends that I met the man I was going to marry.
The day I knew I wanted to marry you was our second first date in San Diego. My heart had never felt anything like that before. And I've been in love with you since today of the daisy.
Good morning, babe. I hope your night was great. I woke up. I can't even breathe. I woke up around 5:45 and couldn't sleep for a while. I can't believe the day is here. I am anxious, nervous, excited, happy for all of the above. I never thought you could feel all these emotions at once. I just finished your gift. I'm so excited for you to open it.
I know you've heard me say this before, but you are so much more than I ever dreamed of. You're funny, you're romantic, you're ridiculously handsome, but most importantly, you don't just love God, you live for Him. I read this quote that said, if you died today, would you trust your spouse to raise your children in the faith?
We have been through so much together. That's all I was thinking about during Belen's song last night. Like our life together, gosh, flashed before my eyes. All the happy times, all the fights, all the sad times, and all the laughs. It was worth all of it. All the stress from growth was worth it. I wouldn't want to be with anyone else because you are worth it. You make me a better man. You bring so much life to my life.
It hit me. I would trust you. I trust you with my soul, Anthony. You are a holy man, a striving one. You are the love of my life, baby.
Do not be afraid. God is with us. We were born for this. You probably look amazing right now. You're the most beautiful bride that ever existed. You are truly my best friend. I will speed up their business for us.
May God, the Eternal Father, keep you of one heart and love for one another, that the peace of Christ may dwell in you and abide always in your home. Amen. May you be blessed in your children, have solace in your friends, and enjoy true peace with everyone. May you be witnesses in the world to God's charity, so that the afflicted and needy who have known your kindness may one day receive you thankfully into the eternal dwelling of God. May Almighty God bless all of you who are gathered here, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Go and announce the gospel of the Lord. I'd like to present to you for the first time publicly, Mr. and Mrs. Anthony and Kaci.
jungle through the dark. Girl, I never loved one like you.
Boats and waterfalls, alleyways and payphone calls. I've been everywhere with you.
That's true. Laughed until we think we're down. Barefoot on the summer night. Never knew it was sweeter than with you.
And in the streets you run free like it's only you and me. If you're something to see. Let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Daddy, I'm coming home.
Jade,
Alexander,
do you remember that day you fell out of my window?
I sure do. You came jumping out after me.
Well, you fell on the concrete and nearly broke your ass, and you were bleeding all over the place, and I rushed you off to the hospital. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Well, there's something I never told you about that night.
What did you tell me?
While you were sitting in the back seat smoking a cigarette you thought was going to be your last, I was falling deep, deeply in love with you. And I never told you till just now.
Let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Let me go home. Home is where I'm alone with you.
Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Oh, home. Yes, I am home.